Hi everyone, this is my third video of my journey on the road to sobriety. Today's the 20th of February, which is a very poignant day for me because that means I'm 4 months sober today, which is fantastic. It's an awesome achievement, and feeling pretty good about myself. I got to 3 months of sobriety and everything was great, kind of that pink fluffy cloud feeling. But now I'm sat here on 4 months. I look back at the last month and it's been very difficult for me. Very difficult mentally. It's not really been the drinking. I think after 3 months, you come to terms with the drinking side of things, and basically the cravings and a drink could help here and a drink could help there. I think those feelings kind of disappear a little bit, or they really go to the back of your mind. And when they do come, when that voice does come, it's very easy to turn around and say, no, I don't drink anymore. That's the biggest benefit of putting a bit of sobriety in. I think we forget that a little bit as the weeks and months go on. I think we forget how bad things were. Anyway, as I said, the last month's been quite difficult for me, and what's happened is, I said, when I got to the 3rd month, everything was brilliant, everything was rosy, but then I started to get these feelings and emotions that I used to get when I was drinking. It's quite difficult to put into words, some real negativity about things that go on at work, and people around me, and I had quite a regime going where I was doing a lot of exercise. I lost a lot of weight. I would eat healthy. I'd eat correctly, things like that, and it all just started to suffer slightly. And this happened for some days. It went into weeks, and it started to. I sort of got this weight pushing down on me again, and it felt like it did when I was drinking, to be fair. So it was really strange because I'd have these moments when I'd be in one of these situations, and I'd actually think to myself, I feel exactly how I felt 6 months ago when I was a drinker, and now I ain't touched it for so long, and these feelings still here, and it got me down a little bit. So I'm trying to come to terms with that now. So basically, I'm almost feel like I'm back where I was 4 or 5 months ago, but I don't drink anymore. But I do realise that picking a drink up would just make the situation 10 times worse. So all in all, these things are not massive. They're just little things I need to sort of get straight in my mind and iron out in my life, to make my life a bit more peaceful. So obviously I'm very obsessive, like most of us alcoholic drinkers. Very, very obsessive. I started obsessing about the meeting. I went to AA and I was really obsessed about going to meetings. I had to do a meeting every day. Sometimes I do 2 meetings a day, and I was doing it for the wrong reason. It was just an obsession. It was to get me out of the house. So I'd come home from work, have my tea, and then I'd be waiting to go to a meeting. And what that would do is, it would stop me from eating a lot of junk food, and I'd go to a meeting, and by the time I got back it was bedtime. So I got a little bit annoyed with this. So I've made a bit of a conscious decision. This is a bit that I hope makes sense. If my mindset now is, I've got off the drink, brilliant. My mindset, if it is obsessive and I've got these other issues going on with me upstairs, so if I've still got these issues and I'm going to meetings, then I might as well just have the same feelings at home and not go to meetings or the help groups or whatever. So I've kind of made that decision that I'm just going to back off a little bit from the AA meetings and deal with it sort of on my own, because it's no disrespect to the AA, it's nothing to do with that. If I'm going to be obsessive and have these thoughts, then I might as well deal with them at home. So right now I've not been to a meeting for about a week and a half, and I've got no plans on going to one in the near future. I've had a lot of feedback from different circles and types saying, oh, this is the first sign of relapse and stuff like that. I don't think it is. I think I've got enough about me. I'm far enough down that road now to understand that if I am going to pick up, I know the signs. The one thing about now is, if I'm going to pick up, it won't catch me by surprise. It's not going to be, oh, I was doing this and all of a sudden I've had a blackout and I was drunk. No, I'm going to purposely choose to pick that drink up, and I know that. So I can honestly say right now that's a million miles away. So obviously I'm going to start dealing with these things at home. I've started doing, I picked up a hobby again that I used to do years ago, and I bought myself some bits and pieces to do it at home again. And that's kind of where we're up to. So as I say, it's just a quick video, just to sort of say this is where we're at 4 months. Drinking wise, everything's great. The only thing I've got to be sort of a bit careful about now is the exercise and the eating. I don't want to put a lot of weight back on. I don't want to put any weight back on. But I'm not going to beat myself up if I've not really done a great deal of exercise in the last 2.5 weeks. Just tiny little bits. I think I've swapped alcohol for chocolate at the moment. So I'm going to consciously buy less chocolate and have less chocolate in the house, and purposely buy some more healthier food. And it'll going to take a bit longer, and I might put a little bit of weight on in the meantime, but so what, I will get back to it. It's funny, I used to blame alcohol for the way I'm feeling right now, and I haven't got that alcohol to blame anymore, which is a bit of a strange feeling. So I've got to look elsewhere inside of me now to find out what's going on, what makes me want to be self-sabotaged, whatever you want to call it, for eating badly and or whatever it is. But generally, things are fantastic. 4 months sober, amazing, really, really good. So I'm well chuffed with that, and I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you, see you later.